Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the quiz show where the lowest scorers are the biggest winners. Let's meet today's players. Couple number one.
Hello, my name's Mary, and this is my partner Mark, and we're from Stenhousemuir in Scotland.
Couple number two.
Hello, my name's Eric. I'm from Evesham in Worcestershire, and this is my friend Mary from Bidford-on-Avon in Warwickshire.
Couple number three.
Hello, I'm Cynthia. This is my husband Paul, and we're from Whitley Bay in Tyne and Wear.
And finally, couple number four.
Hello, my name's Alex. This is Quack. We're best friends and neighbours from London.
And these, ladies and gentlemen, are today's contestants. Thanks you all very much indeed. We'll find out more about you throughout the show as it goes along. So that just leaves one more person for me to introduce. If the police had to make up an e-fit of what a genius with several prior convictions might look like, he would be it. It's my pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hiya. Hi, everybody. Afternoon.
Top of the afternoon to you.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm well.
We have one of those runs at the moment where we keep giving away the jackpot.
Yes.
Don't we? We had an amazing jackpot winner last time with Dave and Claire.
Yep.
Who took home the money. They had 2 pointless answers, didn't they, as well? We got it on their first run, which is terrific. We've only got one returning pair from that last show, and that's Eric and Mary. But they were terrific, weren't they?
They were very, very strong indeed.
Really good. I mean, we gave them terrible categories, football and then 90s bands. Football absolutely sailed through, knocked out a team who knew an awful lot about football, absolutely knocked them out. They would have got through the second round as well if Eric hadn't got Boyzone and Westlife mixed up, which, to be honest, even Louis Walsh does from time to time.
He doesn't mind which one it is.
All goes into the same bank account.
Yeah. Anyway, well, thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, all our questions on Pointless have been put to 100 people before the show. Our contestants here need to find the obscure answers those 100 people didn't get. Of course, everyone's looking to find a pointless answer. That's an answer that none of our 100 people gave, and each time that happens, we will add 250 quid to the jackpot. Well, Claire and Dave, as you've gathered, won the jackpot last time, so today's jackpot starts off at £1,000. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. OK, in this round, I'll take an answer from each of you, but there's to be no conferring. And at the end of the round, whichever pair has the highest score will be leaving us. OK, so our first category today is Antipodeans. Antipodeans. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns famous New Zealanders. Is there a problem with that, Mary?
I don't know anybody from New Zealand.
Excellent. It's going to be a great round. Richard.
You know, I'm almost certain you must know somebody from... Well, we'll find out. We will find out soon enough. We're going to show you 7 clues now on each pass to famous people born in New Zealand. You just have to give us a nice, obscure answer. Give us an incorrect answer, though, of course, you're going to score 100 points. We're also going to give you their initials after each clue as well. It's going to be 14 New Zealanders to get at home. Unless you don't know anyone from New Zealand, in which case, go and make a cup of tea, come back for round 2. That's fine.
Thanks very much. That doesn't sound so bad, does it, Mary? That's going to be fine. You get initials after the name.
Well,
we are practically giving you the answers. Well, let's find out. OK, here's our first board of famous New Zealanders. Director of the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit films, PJ. Mountaineer who reached the summit of Everest in 1953, EH. Star of the films Gladiator and A Beautiful Mind, RC. Country musician who married Nicole Kidman in 2006, KU. Physicist whose name was given to an element and a unit of radioactivity, ER. Knighted cricketer who has taken most test wickets for New Zealand, RH. Played the title role in Xena Warrior Princess, LL. I'll read all of those clues one last time. The director of the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit films, PJ. The mountaineer who reached the summit of Everest in 1953, EH. The star of the films Gladiator and A Beautiful Mind, RC. Country musician who married Nicole Kidman in 2006, KU. The physicist whose name was given to an element and a unit of radioactivity, ER. The knighted cricketer who has taken the most test wickets for New Zealand, RH. And played the title role in Xena Warrior Princess, LL. There we are. 7 clues to 7 famous New Zealanders. Mary and Mark, you all drew lots before the show, and today you get to go first. Mary, you feeling a bit better now?
I think I know 2 of these people, though I didn't know that either of them were from New Zealand.
OK, well, before we go into all that, tell me a bit about yourself. You're from Stenhousemuir. What do you do, Mary?
I'm a lecturer.
What do you lecture in?
Psychology.
Ah. Oh, so this is just a game she's playing, all this. Oh, I don't know any New Zealanders.
Well, it is interesting that you would say I don't know anyone from New Zealand before you even see the clues. That's sort of quite self-destructive behaviour in some ways. I think we need to talk after the show.
So, what are you going to go for? You have two that you know.
Right, yes. I think the one I'm going to go for is the Mountaineer and say Edmund Hillary.
Edmund Hillary, says Mary. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Edmund Hillary. It's absolutely right. 34. Perfectly respectable, Mary. A good answer. 34 for Edmund Hillary.
He's a beekeeper by profession, Edmund Hillary, but more famous for reaching the summit of Everest. But in certain circles, maybe more famous as a beekeeper, maybe in the beekeeping community.
Gee, I had no idea. Did you know that Edmund was the first guy up? That's not really New Zealand, is it?
If you're still watching and you come from New Zealand, write and let us know.
Yeah, that was a little slice of home for them. Oh, they read the Southern Cross and sit up, go, oh, for a minute, for a minute there. I thought I was Dick in Auckland. Very well done indeed. Now, Eric. Eric, welcome back. You were on the show last time. Remind us what happened.
Well, I did rather better on football than I would have believed I'd have ever done in a million years, and then got Westlife mixed up with... Who was it?
Boyzone.
Boyzone.
Yes. As you well know, Eric, it was Boyzone.
I just chose the wrong one.
Yeah. I'm not sure there is a wrong one, really. Eric, as you told me last time, you are retired now, but what did you used to do?
I used to teach religious studies and drama, and enjoyed teaching drama so much I just went on doing amateur theatre and directing stuff like The Importance of Being Earnest, in which my friend Mary is playing Lady Bracknell, which we're rehearsing at the moment.
When you say you're rehearsing it at the moment...
Well, not this precise moment.
Yeah.
Because it needs work if this is...
That's Mary. You're brilliant, dear.
Eric, famous New Zealanders.
This is a little bit scary, but I think I know two of them, and I'm going to risk the one that I'm sure would be the lowest score, which is the physicist who gave his name, I hope, to Rutherfordium, which is Ernest Rutherford.
Ernest Rutherford, says Eric. Ernest Rutherford. Sounds like a good answer to me. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Absolutely right. Well done, Eric. Well, 34 is our best score so far. You smashed through that. Down it goes to 1. Well done, Eric.
Terrific stuff, Eric. Is there nothing you don't know? Yeah, Ernest Rutherford. It's not Rutherfordium, though. It's Ernestium that is named. It's not really. It's Rutherfordium. You're quite right.
Paul, welcome to the show. From Whitley Bay.
Yep.
Lovely to have you here. What do you do, Paul?
Well, I was a civil servant for a lot of years, but now I just do various bits and pieces, really, just to earn a few extra shekels.
Very good. OK, what are you going to go for? Which of these famous New Zealanders?
Eric pinched my answer. It happens, doesn't it?
It does. I never believe it.
No. So I think I'll have to go for the top one, director of Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson, says Paul. Let's see if Peter Jackson's right. Let's see how many people said it. Wow, 29 for Peter Jackson. Good choice.
Good answer, Paul. You won Best Director, Best Screenplay and Best Film for Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Amazing.
Now then, Kwok.
Yes.
Welcome to Pointless.
Thank you.
Great to have you here. What do you do, Kwok?
I'm retired now. Used to work in an office.
And what do you like doing now, Kwok?
Writing, looking after my cats, playing badminton.
How many cats have you got, Kwok?
I used to have 5, but now only 3.
Aww.
But they're all Persians. One of them that passed away, he's a really great character because I was told once that I was the worst singer in the world, and he, the cat, confirmed it. Because whenever I opened my mouth to sing, he would scream until I stopped. So I have to admit that I'm the worst singer in the world.
All right. OK, now then, Kwok, you're the last person to have this board. All these famous Kiwis here. Which one are you going to go for? You can talk us through all of them if you like.
I wish I could. I only know 2. So I have to go for the star of the films, Gladiator and A Beautiful Mind, Russell Crowe. I think that will be very high.
OK,
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. Kwok is saying Russell Crowe. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Russell Crowe. It's right. 62. It's not terrible, though. It's not too high a score, 62.
No, not too bad. There's another guy who's singing in clear rooms as well, Russell Crowe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if only he'd had more cats, perhaps.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look through the rest of these answers. I was very pleased because I got the country musician. I thought I'd go for that. It's Keith Urban. But actually, it scores you at 19 points, which I thought was quite a lot. The cricket player, you probably know that.
I can't remember what it is. Richard Hadley.
Richard Hadley, there you go.
Thank you.
6 points that would have scored. And played the title run in Xena Warrior Princess, your favourite show.
I love that show.
Lucy Lawless.
Lucy Lawless.
Lucy Lawless, 14 points. So Ernest Rutherford is the best answer up there, Eric. Well done.
Very well done. OK, well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at the scores as they stand. As Richard said, the best score, Eric, very well done. Ernest Rutherford, Eric and Mary looking particularly strong on the back of that score. 29 is the next lowest. Paul and Cynthia, then up to 34, Mary and Mark. And then Kwok and Alex on 62. You're not too far ahead. But Alex, you'll get first dibs on the next board. Use it wisely. Find a nice low score. Best of luck. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, let's put 7 more clues to famous Kiwis on the board, and here they are. We have got singer who had a UK #1 hit with Gotta Get Through This, DB, female Prime Minister, 1999 to 2008, HC, lead singer of Crowded House, NF, rugby player who in 1994 became the youngest ever capped All Black, JL, actress turned psychologist, married to Billy Connolly, PS, played Jim Robinson in the soap opera Neighbours, AD, and the Oscar-winning comedy partner of Jermaine Clement in Flight of the Conchords, BM. I'll read those all one last time. Singer who had a UK #1 hit with Gotta Get Through This, DB. Female Prime Minister, 1999 to 2008, HC. Lead singer of Crowded House, NF. Rugby player who in 1994 became the youngest ever capped All Black, JL. Actress turned psychologist, married to Billy Connolly, PS. Played Jim Robinson in the soap opera Neighbours, AD. And the Oscar-winning comedy partner of Jermaine Clement in Flight of the Conchords, BM. There we are. Famous New Zealanders. And Alex, you're going to try and find the lowest scoring one there. Alex, welcome to the show. What do you do?
I'm a firefighter.
Are you? Whereabouts do you do that?
I'm in Wandsworth in southwest London.
OK, well, very good. You're the high scorers on 62. So we need a nice low-scoring answer from you, Alex.
Ooh.
How do you find this? But I think this board's harder than the last one.
Actually, yeah, this is not a good board. And I'm going to have to go with the actress turned psychologist, married to Billy Connolly. And I'll say that's Pamela Stephenson.
Pamela Stephenson. OK, well, there's no red line for you, Alex, as you're the high scorers. But let's see. Pamela Stephenson, is it right? How many people said it? It is right. 46. 46 for Pamela Stephenson, taking your total up to 108.
She once stood for Parliament, Pamela Stephenson, in 1987.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, for the stuffed pink blancmange down Terry Wogan's trousers party.
Thank you very much. Now, Cynthia, welcome to the show. What do you do, Cynthia?
I'm retired now. I'm a retired civil servant.
And how are you feeling your retirement?
Well, I like to go to the theatre, the cinema, and I'm learning to play piano.
How's it going?
I'm playing all the right notes, but not necessarily in the right order. That's the old joke, isn't it?
I'd like to hear Cynthia and Kwok as a double act, maybe.
It's got a lovely ring to it, hasn't it? Cynthia and Kwok.
Yeah.
Anyway, Cynthia.
Yes.
What do you make of our famous New Zealanders?
Well, the only one that I really know is gone. So, I'll have to make a guess, really, at this because of the initials, but I'll go for the bottom one and say Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. Bill Murray, shot in the dark. Well, the high
dark,
scorers
yeah.
on 108 are Alex and Kwok. You're on 29. If you can score 78 or less, you're through to the next round. Now, Bill Murray, to your knowledge, does he have any Antipodean roots?
I've no idea. Yeah.
Well, let's see if Bill Murray's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. Oh, bad luck. Good to guess with some conviction, anyway. I'm afraid Bill Murray, though, an incorrect answer, scoring you the maximum of 100 points, takes your total up to 129.
Sorry, Cynthia, you've got to have a punt. He was born in America, I'm afraid, and he's not in Flight of the Conchords. But he does have the initials BM, so...
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Now then, Mary.
Hello.
Great news for you. You're through to the next round.
That's
Eric has scored so low that even if you score 100 points, you won't overtake either Cynthia and Paul or Alex and Kwok. Mary, remind us what you do.
I gave up work just over a year ago. I had intended to perhaps get another job, but actually I enjoy not working.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
It is.
Do you know many of the answers on this board, Mary?
Well, I know the one that's gone, that's there. I knew that one. And there are two that I possibly know. And I shall go for rugby player who in 1994 became the youngest ever capped All Black, Jonah Lomu.
Jonah Lomu, says Mary. Jonah Lomu. No red line for you as you're already through, but let's see if that's right, and let's see how many people said Jonah Lomu. It is right. $16. Very well done, Mary. That's a great answer. 17, your total.
More good answering from the Eric and Mary team. Yeah, they're good, aren't they? Yeah, Jonah Lomu made an amazing impact at the 95 World Cup as well. Yeah. Well, he's quite something.
He really was. Mark, welcome to the show. Now, how did you and Mary meet?
Well, about 30-odd years ago, I was in a band and...
What was the band called?
The Instant Automatons.
The Instant Automatons.
that well-known band.
Yeah, that's okay. That's good.
We sent some of our tapes and recordings into John Peel. Mary heard us on the radio and, strangely enough, actually liked the stuff. And he gave out our address and she started writing to me. We got to become pen pals. Then, after a few years, we lost touch, went our own ways. And then about 3 years ago, we got back in touch again and got back together.
Essentially, the story is Mary is a groupie. That's what you're telling us.
That's it, yes.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
That's
the shorthand version, yes.
Yeah.
You still am.
Anyway, listen, enough of this. Mark, well, feasibly, you could be out this round. You have to score 94 or less to stay in. So we are looking for the names of these famous New Zealanders.
I know that the first name of the comedy partner of Jermaine Clement is Brett, but I don't know his surname. So I'm going to have to go for lead singer of Crowded House, who I believe was Neil Finn.
Neil Finn, says Mark. You only needed to know one. Neil Finn. There's your red line. If you get below that, you're in the next round. Let's see if Neil Finn's right. Let's see how many people said it. Very well done. Very well done. Look at that, down to 9. That's a great answer. Takes your total up to 43.
a very good answer, Mark. Well done. Yeah, Neil Finn, A Crowded House. Take a look at the rest of these. Do you know the singer who had a hit with Gotta Get Through This? You wouldn't think of him as a New Zealander. It's Daniel Bedingfield. Would have scored 33 points.
I didn't know that. I didn't know he was a New Zealander.
Yeah. Played Jim Robinson in Neighbours. He's also in 24. He's Lost, turns up in all sorts of things.
That Alan Dale.
Alan
Why
Dale,
do I remember
yeah.
that?
Absolutely. Yeah. 20 points. Now, the Oscar-winning comedy partner. Do you know it? Brett McKenzie.
McKenzie.
Yeah, Brett McKenzie. Won an Oscar for Man or Muppet, the song from the Muppet film. And the female Prime Minister of New Zealand from 1999 to 2008 is a pointless answer. Apologies, New Zealand. Helen Clark. Helen Clark.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our first round, I'm afraid the pair who'll be leaving us with their high score of 129, Cynthia and Paul. That was a tough board, wasn't it?
That was really hard, yeah.
Well, we have to say goodbye to you, but we'll see you again next time. We'll look forward to that very much indeed. Thanks so much, Cynthia and Paul. Great contestants. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. OK, now, obviously, there's only going to be 2 pairs in our head-to-head round, so one pair will have to be leaving us at the end of this round. Now, Eric and Mary, look at you, cut free of the shackles of football and 90s bands. You're soaring up to new heights. 17 was all you scored in that round. Incredible, very well done. Mary and Mark, not very far behind you, and Kwok and Alex, Not too far ahead. Anyway, listen, best of luck to all three pairs. Our category for round 2 is awards. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many BBC Sports Personality of the Year nominees as they could. Richard.
We're looking for the names of any of the 22 individuals who were nominated in 2012 on the shortlist as Sports Personality of the Year or Young Sports Personality of the Year, please. So any of the 12 people who are on the shortlist for BBC Sports Personality of the Year or any of the 10 people on the shortlist for the BBC Young Sports Personality of the Year. Very, very best of luck.
OK, thank you very much indeed. Now then, Mary.
Right. Not a great question for me. I don't know a lot about sport. I can see someone in my mind. I'm not entirely sure I've got her name right. But I'm thinking Ellie Simmons.
Ellie Simmons. Ellie Simmons, says Mary. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Absolutely right. $17. Very well done, Mary. 17.
Yeah, she'd already won 2 golds at the Beijing Paralympic Games, added 2 more at the London Paralympics.
Now then, Eric. So we're looking for anyone shortlisted for Sports Personality or Young Sports Personality of the Year 2012.
The name has come to me, and I hope it's right, of a brilliant young athletics Olympic long jumper whose name I hope was Greg Rutherford.
Greg Rutherford, says Eric. Greg Rutherford. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Greg Rutherford. Bad luck, Eric. Bad luck, I'm afraid. An incorrect answer, scoring you the maximum of 100 points.
Sorry, Eric, he was a gold medalist at the Olympics here, won the long jump, but wasn't on that shortlist, I'm afraid. Yeah.
Kwok.
I don't know, I have 3 in mind, but they will all score quite high. So I will go for Mo Farah.
Mo Farah. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 said it. Mo Farah. Yep, it's right. 100 our high score, 17 our low. Mo Farah takes you down to 34. Good answer, Kwok.
Yes, he came 4th in the vote for Sports Personality of the Year after winning the 5,000 and 10,000 metre golds at the Olympics.
Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at the scores as they stand. 17, the best score of that pass, Mary. Very well done. Mary and Mark looking pretty strong on the back of it. 34, Kwok and Alex just a little bit behind them. And then 100, I'm afraid, Eric. A good answer, but a wrong answer, I'm afraid. So, Mary, it's going to require some brilliant low scoring from you if you're going to survive beyond this round. Best of luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? So remember, we're looking for anyone nominated for Sports Personality or Young Sports Personality of the Year 2012. Alex, you're on 34. The high scorers are Mary and Eric on 100. If you can score 65 or less, you're in the head-to-head.
I think I'm going to have to go reasonably. It's going to be a high scorer, but I'm going to have to say Jessica Ennis.
Jessica Ennis. OK, here is your red line. Get below that with Jessica Ennis and you are through to the next round. Let's find out. Is Jessica Ennis right? How many people said it? Well done, you're through. Down it goes to 44. 44, taking your place up to 78.
Safe and sound there, the brilliant Jessica Ennis, who came 2nd in that poll.
Mary, here's what has to happen. You have to score 16 or less, and Mark has to score 100.
I don't think so. I'm trying to think of the young sportsmen, but I just can't pull them out of my head. So I'm going to have to go David Weir.
David Weir. There's no red line for you. You're the high scorers, but let's see if anyone said David Weir. Is it right? It is right. Down it goes. Very well done, Mary. That's a great answer. 8 points for David Weir. The lowest score so far, 108 your total.
4 gold medals at the Paralympics in 2012. He's got 10 medals in all now, 6 golds.
Amazing.
Pretty good going.
Now then, Mark, how good are you on this topic?
Very, very poor.
Well, Mary and Eric are on 108. You're on 17. You need to score 90 or less.
I only know the really obvious ones, so I shall go for Bradley Wiggins.
You're going to go for Bradley Wiggins. OK, well, here comes your red line. I think this could be quite close. Let's find out. Bradley Wiggins, is it right? How many people said it? You've done it. 56. Not that close after all. That takes your total up to 73. Very well done. You're through to the head-to-head.
Bradley Wiggins, who of course won the Sports Personality of the Year and was later knighted as well. Now, and amongst the 12 people on the shortlist, there's no pointless answers, but all of the answers on the Young Sports Personality of the Year award are pointless. So if you know any of them, you've just got a pointless answer. I'll go through what the lowest scorers of the people on the main shortlist were. Catherine Granger would have scored you 3. Nicola Adams would have scored you 7. Sarah Storey, the Paralympian, would have scored you 8. Rory McIlroy, 9. Ben Ainsley, 11. Chris Hoy would have scored you 23. Let's take a look at the 10 people, all of whom were nominated for Young Sports Personality of the Year. They will not be pointless for long, any of these people. You're going to hear a lot more about all of them. Georgia Hall, the golfer, was a pointless answer. Jessica Jane Applegate and Joseph Craig, both Paralympic swimmers, pointless. Joseph Craig actually won the Young Sports Personality of the Year. Kimberly Woods, who competes in canoe slalom. Tennis player Kyle Edmund. Paralympic athlete Olivia Breen. They were pointless. Quillan Isadori, the BMX rider. Rebecca Tunney, the gymnast, and Saskia Sills, who is a windsurfer. There's one other, which is Siobhan Marie O'Connor, the swimmer, was also a pointless answer. Well done if you said any of those at home, that'd be terrific. Let's take a look at the top answers, the ones that most of our 100 people said. Andy Murray would have scored you 36. There's Jessica Ennis on 44, and we've just heard Bradley Wiggins 56.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So, Eric and Mary, I'm afraid that means you are our high scorers at the end of that round. Cracking answer, lowest score of the pass there, Mary. So, very well done. I'm sorry we have to say goodbye to you now, but it's been great having you on the show. Thank you both so much for playing. Mary and Eric. But for the remaining 2 pairs, it's now time for our head-to-head. Congratulations, Marion, Mark, Kwok and Alex. You are now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £1,000. Now, we need to decide which pair is going to go through to the final and play for that money. And to do that, you're now going to go head-to-head. The big difference now being, of course, that you are allowed to confer. And the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. So 2 brand new pairs. Neither of you have been on Pointless before. You saw off our returning pair just there in round 2. How are you feeling, Kwok?
Fine. I'm surprised.
Surprised?
That
Why are you surprised?
That I'm here still.
I think you've done fantastically well. Mary, how are you feeling at this stage?
Good, thanks, yeah.
OK, very good. Well, best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. OK, here comes your first question, and it concerns fish. I mean, not just fish, but ... fish. Richard.
Yeah, the good news for Mark is that ... Fish is the name of the second Instant Automatons album. That's, Now, we're about to show you 5 pictures of aquatic creatures, all of whose names end with the word fish. They're not all necessarily fish, but they all have names that end with fish. Can you name the most obscure of these 5 you're about to see? Good luck.
OK, let's reveal our 5 things ending in fish. And here they are. A. B. Ah. C. Ew. D. And E. Wow. There you go. 5 things ending in fish. Now, Mary and Mark, you've played best throughout the show so far, so you get to go first.
Right. I think we're going to go for A, which we believe is catfish.
Catfish, say Mary and Mark. And now then, Kwok and Alex.
Alex.
Thinking.
You can talk us through all of them if you
think
like, Alex.
B's an angelfish. C, I think, is a stonefish. D is a dogfish. And E, I think, is a swordfish.
So we have catfish and dogfish.
Yeah.
What we
I'm
going for?
tempted. I'm going to go out and say C, stonefish.
Stonefish.
C. That's just such a comedy ugly fish, isn't it? I mean, if it didn't have those blue contact lenses in, it would just... OK, stonefish. So we have catfish and we have stonefish. Mary and Mark went catfish. Let's see if that's right for A, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Catfish. He's right. 41. 41 for catfish. Now then, Kwok and Alex have said stonefish for C. Stonefish. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said that. Oh! Ooh, bad luck. Stonefish, an incorrect answer, which means
Is
Mary...
it rockfish?
We will find out in the fullness of time, Kwok. Which means, Mary and Mark, after one question, you are up 1-0. Very well done. Richard?
What was your other answer, Kwok?
Rock.
Oh, if you'd said rockfish, you would have lost the point as well. It's a toadfish. It's a toadfish. Specifically, it's an oyster toadfish, that one. Its other name is the ugly toad. That seems a bit harsh, doesn't it? It would have been a terrific answer, though, because would have scored you nothing at all. It's a pointless answer, so very well done to anyone who said that at home. B is the angelfish. You're right about that. And would have won you the points. 21 points that would have got you. Would have been a very good answer. D, if anyone at home got this, I'd be very surprised. One person in 100 got it. That is the guitarfish. Yeah, 1 point. The guitarfish, yeah. And E is swordfish, of course.
Swordfish.
And swordfish would have scored you 68 points.
Wow. OK, thanks very much indeed. So here comes your second question. Kwok and Alex, you need to win this one to stay in the game. Best of luck. It concerns film titles with boys' names. Film titles with boys' names.
We're going to show you 5 film titles now, all of which have boys' names in the title, but we've left out the boy's name. Can you fill them in and give us the most obscure?
OK, thanks very much. Let's reveal our film titles minus the boys' names, and here they are. We have got Cool Hand Blank, 1967, Blank's Room, 1996, Blank Scissorhands, 1990, Blank Clayton, 2007, and I Am Blank, 2001. I'll read those all one last time. Cool Hand Blank, 1967, Blank's Room, 1996, Blank Scissorhands, 1990, Blank Clayton, 2007, and I Am Blank, 2001. Kwok and Alex, you go first this time.
Right, we're going to go for hopefully it's going to be a nice low scorer, but I'm not sure. Going to go for Adam Clayton.
Adam Clayton. Say Kwok and Alex. Adam Clayton. Mary and Mark. Talk us through the board.
Well, the top one's Cool Hand Luke. The third one down is Edward Scissorhands. I think Adam Clayton's right. Can't think what the other two are, so I think we'll have to go for Cool Hand Luke. Cool Hand Luke.
You're going to go for Cool Hand Luke. So we have Adam Clayton and Cool Hand Luke. Kwok and Alex said Adam Clayton. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said Adam Clayton. Ooh. Not, as it turns out, Adam Clayton. Which means, Mary and Mark, you merely have to be correct with Cool Hand Luke, and you will win that point and go through to the final. So let's find out. Cool Hand Luke, is it right? It is. Very well done. Oh, it's a high one, but who cares? 78, it would have scored you. It did score you. But most importantly, it was right, which means after only 2 questions, Mary and Mark, you are through to the final 2-0.
I think Mark agreed it was Adam Clayton, because Adam Clayton is a very familiar name. Because he's the bassist out of U2, yeah, absolutely right. And the film, which Tilda Swinton won an Oscar for and George Clooney was nominated for, was Michael Clayton. And that would have scored 15 points. Would have been a very good answer. Let's do the one at the bottom first. I Am Sam. That was Michelle Pfeiffer as Sean Penn, 11 points. Best answer on the board, a film with Meryl Streep, Diane Keaton, is Marvin's Room from 1996. And Edward Scissorhands, of course. Look at this score for Edward Scissorhands. 95 points.
Wow.
That's not bad going, is it?
Not bad at all. So the pair leaving us at the end of our head-to-head round, I'm sorry to say it's Kwok and Alex. I say I'm sorry. The good news is we get to see you twice. Had you gone through to the final, that would have been it. So actually, best all round that we say goodbye to you now and we get a whole new show with you next time. And we'll look forward to that very much indeed. But meanwhile, Kwok and Alex, thanks so much for playing.
Thank you.
But for Mary and Mark, it's now time for our pointless final. Well, congratulations, Mary and Mark. You've seen off all the competition and you've won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot stands at £1,000. If John Peel could see you now, Mark. Actually, do you keep in touch with the other automatons?
Yes. Yeah. Sort of on and off.
Yes.
Yes.
So we could be kick-starting a reunion here.
Possibly, yes.
I think definitely, definitely. Anyway, so now to win that money, all you have to do is find a pointless answer. First, though, you need to choose your category, and you have 5 options to choose from. They are transport systems, politics, countries, authors, pop superstars. Mark?
It's got to be either authors or pop superstars, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe we should go for pop superstars.
Do you think?
Yeah.
OK.
We'll go for pop superstars.
Pop superstars it is. OK, here comes your question. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Adele songs as they could. Richard?
Yeah, we're looking for the title of any song on either of Adele's albums, 19 or 21, or that's been a UK Top 40 single for her, or has been a B-side of one of her UK Top 40 singles. So essentially any of Adele's released and recorded songs, please. Very best of luck.
OK, you now have up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers, and all you need to win that £1,000 jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
OK, let's put 60 seconds on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Right. I do know there's an early one called something like Chasing Pavements or something like that, some stupid title like that.
Oh, OK.
Other than that, yeah, I know.
Well,
other than that, there's the obvious ones.
Yeah, yeah, Skyfall.
Yeah.
And
Set fire to the Rolling in the Deep, Set Fire to the Rain.
the squeaky one.
The squeaky one. I can't remember the title of it.
Someone Like You.
Someone Like You, yeah, that's it. They're all really obvious ones,
Yeah,
aren't they?
yeah.
I can't think of any of the other early ones, so...
Did you say Chasing Pavements?
I think it's called Chasing Pavements, yes. So
OK.
I think that would be probably
go
our
for
best
that
bet.
one then. Right.
We'll just say, Set Fire to the Rain and Rolling in the Deep or something like that.
10 seconds
we'll
left.
do that
Yeah,
then.
OK.
OK. Right, okay.
OK, you seem to have reached your final 3 with time to spare, but there we are. Your minute is now up. We were looking for Adele songs. I now need to know what those 3 answers are.
So we're going to say 2 obvious ones, which is Set Fire to the Rain.
Set Fire to the Rain.
And Rolling in the Deep.
Rolling in the Deep.
And I'm sure she had an early one called Chasing Pavements.
Chasing Pavements. OK, there are your 3. Of those 3, which takes your best shot at a pointless? Chasing Pavements, we'll put that last. And your least likely?
Set Fire to the Rain.
Set Fire to the Rain.
Set Fire to the Rain. OK, let's put those up on the board in that order. And here they are. We've got Set Fire to the Rain, Rolling in the Deep, and Chasing Pavements. So we were looking for Adele songs. Your first answer, Set Fire to the Rain, you thought was your least likely to be pointless, your least confident answer. You only have to find one pointless answer, remember, to win that £1,000 jackpot. So let's find out. Set Fire to the Rain. Is it right? And if it is, how many people said it? Is it pointless? Well, it's right. Now, if this goes all the way down to 0, you'll be leaving here immediately with £1,000. Set Fire to the Rain, taking us through the 20s into the teens. Ooh, not quite the single figures. 12. Not bad, though. Not bad as a first answer. We'd be happy with that.
Yeah, pretty bad.
OK, well, obviously not a pointless answer, so only 2 more chances to win today's jackpot. What would you do with £1,000?
Well, I would give the money to my mum and dad because they haven't had a holiday in a while, and I think it's probably time that they flew the coop again. So that's probably what I would do with my bits.
I don't know what I would do with them. Probably buy some expensive camera gear or something like that.
Very good. OK, well, let's hope you're watching this through a expensive long lens, and your mum and dad are watching this on some satellite link up to somewhere hot. OK, we are looking for Adele songs. Let's hope nobody said your next answer, Rolling in the Deep. This has to be pointless, obviously, for you to win that jackpot. So for £1,000, let's find out how many people said Rolling in the Deep. It's also right. Set Fire to the Rain took us all the way down to 12. Rolling in the Deep, now taking us down into the 30s, into the 20s. 24, wow. Wow, 24 for Rolling in the Deep. So you only have one more chance to win today's jackpot. This was the one, though, that you thought was your best shot. You were pretty sure of that from the minute you thought of it.
If the title's correct, yeah.
Chasing Pavements, OK. Has to be right, then it has to be pointless for you to win that £1,000. So let's find out. Chasing Pavements, how many people said it? Is it a pointless answer? It is right. Very well done. OK, Set Fire to the Rain took us down to 12. Rolling in the Deep to 24. Chasing Pavements, an early hit for Adele. How many people? Oh, 15. Well, 3 very good answers. 3 perfectly good scores in normal gameplay, but I'm afraid in this round we are only interested in pointless answers, so I'm afraid you didn't manage to win that jackpot of £1,000, and that will roll over onto the next show. But of course you do take home a pointless trophy each, so very, very well done. Thank you.
Unlucky guys, you played very well throughout. It wasn't the category for you, obviously, but you gave us 3 good answers. There's 10 pointless answers in all. Well done, anyone at home who got any of these. Let's take a look at them all. Don't You Remember, which is a track from 21. Fool That I Am, that's an Etta James cover that was on the B-side of Hometown Glory. Hiding My Heart, that was a bonus track on 21. She had a top 40 hit with a country cover, I Can't Make You Love Me. I Found a Boy, that was another bonus track on 21. Love Song, a cover of the Cure song. That was on the album 21. Many Shades of Black, the Raconteur song, that was an additional track on the album 19. Need You Now, that was another cover version, that was an additional track on 21. And Now and Then, which is a B-side to Cold Shoulder. The only other answer was Painting Pictures, which was a B-side to Make You Feel My Love. Very well done to anyone who got any of those 10 at home, and tough luck in the studio.
Well, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to you, Mary and Mark, but it's been great having you on the show. Thank you both so much for playing. Wonderful contestants. Thank you. Now, Mary and Mark didn't win our jackpot today, which means it rolls over onto the next show when we will be playing for £2,000. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.